Hello, hello, hello. Am I live yet? Let's see. Now maybe I'm live. I do not know now. Okay, I must be live now. Welcome, everyone. Today, I am going to share a short breathwork practice around self-forgiveness. My name is Lynn, and I am a trauma-informed breathwork guide. And first, I'd like to share a beautiful poem that I discovered shortly after leaving a very abusive relationship. The poem is called Autobiography in Five Chapters, and I'm going to be looking over here because I am reading it. I don't have it memorized. So the poem is by Portia Nelson. Let me make sure I have her last name correct. Yes, Portia Nelson. And I found it to be very inspiring. I walk down the street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I fall in. I am lost. I am hopeless. It isn't my fault. It takes forever to find a way out. Chapter 2. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I pretend I don't see it. I fall in again. I can't believe I'm in the same place, but it isn't my fault. It still takes a long time to get out. Chapter 3. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I see it there. I still fall in. It's a habit. My eyes are open. I know where I am. It is my fault. I get out immediately. Chapter 4. I walk down the same street. There is a deep hole in the sidewalk. I walk around it. Chapter 5. I walk down another street. I'm sure many of us can relate to this poem, this stubbornness, this not wanting to see what's right in front of us. So today I thought it would be a beautiful thing to focus on a session around self-forgiveness for these times when we have stayed too long, when we didn't let things go as when we should have, when we clung on. So, just a reminder, if you are pregnant or you have any sort of serious illness, do consult with your doctor before practicing breath work. This is a very gentle session. However, it's always best to be on the safe side. And it's best to practice breath work when you are in a safe, secure place, not operating any machinery or you're not in water. You want to be seated at a place where you are firmly supported. You have something against your back supporting you, or like me, you're on the floor or bed. So if you did fall over, you would be safe because sometimes when we breathe, we get a little lightheaded. So the breath that we're going to use is a very gentle breath. We're simply going to breathe in through the nose, filling the lower belly. So it can be helpful to place your hands on your lower belly. And then we're just going to open the mouth and let the breath escape. So breathing in, your chest won't move much. And this may take some practice at first because when we go through life, we get in this habit of sucking our stomach in and just breathing up here in our chest. This is something we want to try to avoid, though, because when we breathe into the belly, it helps our body to feel safe. And then our body can repair the cells and digest food more efficiently. So, if you can safely do so, get yourself into a nice, comfy position, and I will guide you through everything. I will let you know when it's time to begin the breath, and this will be our what is the word I'm looking for? We're going to start off with a little meditation, and then we'll go into the breath, and then we're going to go into the integration. So if you can safely do so, get yourself into a nice, comfy position, blinking the eyes closed or gently gazing at something in your space, feeling the body settle. Just noticing the natural flow of your breath. Feeling your body against the surface below, and allowing your body to settle into this surface just 10% more. Now, feeling into this period of your life where you may have stayed too long, where you kept repeating the same mistakes over and over again, where you stubbornly clung on, even though you shouldn't have. And as you think of this time, just noticing what arises in the body, the feelings, the emotions, just noticing without judgment, without creating any stories. Now we're going to begin to move gently into the breath, breathing through the nose into the belly, opening the mouth, exhaling through the mouth, breathing in, feeling the belly expand, exhaling, letting go, continuing to breathe in that pattern. And just allowing the feelings and emotions to be there, as if you were watching them on a TV screen. If the mind wanders, just gently returning to those feelings and emotions. Your body may feel like moving. You may feel like making some sounds. Maybe you may begin to cry. Whatever arises, just let it happen. Beautiful. Keeping the breath flowing. Just allowing it all to be here. Acknowledging these feelings, these emotions. Now, seeing this version of yourself, this past version standing in front of you. Looking into this version of yourself, this past version, just looking into her eyes or his eyes. and softly saying, I love you. I love you just as you are. Keeping the breath flowing. Maybe reaching out your arms out and holding this past version of you and feeling the love flowing from your heart space to theirs. Feeling forgiveness flowing from your heart space to this past you. Breathing into that forgiveness, breathing into that love. Mentally sending that message to your past self. I love you. I forgive you. As you continue to keep the breath flowing, allowing the breath to wash away the anger, the sadness, the resentment, the regret. And in its place, bring in love and forgiveness. Just another couple minutes here with the breath, breathing deeply into the belly. Feeling the flow of love, feeling the flow of forgiveness. How much love and forgiveness. And you breathe in with this next inhale. Feeling the belly soften and expand. Now, how much of the regret can you release with this next exhale? Now, taking in 2 more breaths, maybe making these your biggest yet. Now, releasing the active breath, returning to the natural flow of your breath, and just allowing yourself to be here, holding this past version of you, sending them love, sending them forgiveness. Perhaps picturing a golden light traveling from your heart space to theirs. Softly placing a hand on your heart and saying these words aloud. I love you. I forgive you. You were doing the very best you could at that time. I love you. I forgive you. You were doing the very best you could with what you knew at that time. Now, taking in a deep breath, just sighing it out. And when you're ready, gently blinking open the eyes and returning to your space. This might be a great time for a little bit of journaling around that past version of yourself, maybe writing a letter to yourself, this past version of yourself, just letting that past version know how much you love them and really truly seeing the wonderful qualities that they had back then and that you still have right now, and just focusing on loving and forgiving that past version of yourself. But I do want to apologize for the music. I have to figure out what's going on there. I don't know why the music won't play properly, but and then it just blasts and is really loud. So we'll figure that out. But I hope this was helpful for you. And again, my name is Lynn, and I am a trauma-informed breathwork guide. And if you'd like to learn more, check out the freebie, my free 10 minutes to calm. It is not a live recorded audio, so it doesn't have all the noise variations and the pauses because I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So I think you'll really enjoy it. And also, I have a live workshop coming up. I will put information for that below as well. And do follow me. And I promise I'm gonna get better at this. I actually my webcam broke, so I'm getting a new webcam, so that should improve a little bit of this the video. And been playing with the microphone and trying to perfect the right location for this YouTube. I'm new to YouTube. So I hope you have an absolutely, oh, do like this video, please, and follow me and share it with friends if you got something out of it. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next week. Bye.